Hey everyone, my name is Tristan Pope, and this is not a video I expected to bring to you today. So, how do I get started? Well, let me just say that this is definitely not about the most expensive coffee that I've ever purchased. So like many of you, I use Amazon.com. I find that I do a lot of large ticket items, especially for my photography and my videography. And, I like their return policy because it's like going into a physical store where you can, take the item that you bought, like let's say it's a lens, put it on the camera, see if it works. If it doesn't work right there in the shop, you can say, hey, I need a replacement, and they'll replace it, like B&H and Adorama, places like that. So you have that peace of mind when you go to the store, but you're also paying, the taxes and all the other, up fees and stuff. So it's nice sometimes when Amazon has sales or Amazon doesn't have, the tax for shipping to where you are. And so, and that 30-day refund is nice because you can check the item fully and make sure if it works or not. And that's really important for very expensive purchases. And me, myself, I like to be a savvy shopper, and I like to make sure that what I get is going to work and going to last me. I don't like purchasing things more than once. I like one time and I keep it forever. So that's my thought on that process and why I use Amazon for most of my shopping these days. The problem with that is that the quality control seems to be going down a bit on Amazon, especially for these large ticket items. But before I even get into that part, why don't I just show you? Why don't I show you the process of what I went through recently when I bought my $1,400 coffee? Okay. So here is said package from Amazon. I was like, oh my God, I got my package. I ripped it open. I was like, yes. And I pulled out the box. I was like, yes, my lens came. My lens is here. My $1,400 Sony Zeiss lens is here. The biggest purchase I've made for my Sony system so far. I'm so excited, but I'm also like, because it was so much money, holy shit. But worth it because it'll be great and love you. And then I'm looking at the box and I'm like, there's a lot of stickers on this box. So Sony doesn't put stickers on their boxes. However, this one had a special stripe, as you can see. It said the name of the company, which was Hunt's. I knew they were a reputable seller, so I bought from them via Prime. And I was like, why are there stickers all over? I was like, does Hunt's go the extra mile to make sure that nobody steals your item? Whatever, I brushed it off because, whatever. Like another lens box example would be this one here. And as you see, there are no stickers. The Sony lenses always come without stickers. I don't know what the reasoning is for it, but that's just, that's just what they do. So I was like, whatever, okay. So I'm like, all right, I'm excited. I can't wait to put this on my camera. We all know where this is going at this point. I'm assuming you're with me on this. I'm hoping you are. So I open it up. I'm like, yeah. And I look in there. And I'm like, why? Is there two lenses in there? I don't understand. What is that? Is it two lenses? Because it's black, but I was like, why is there two? They feel round. Wait, what? If I pull the plastic away, what is this? The Coffeeist Soylent, a ready-to-drink food with coffee. Engineered nutrition, caffeine, plant-based, blah, 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 blah. What the fuck? Oh my God. That's it. That's all that's in the box. Two of those. Now, at this point, I'm scrambling. I'm like, holy shit, what do I do? I just spent $1,400. Holy shit. I call up the UPS guy because, I actually have his number. He's a cool dude. I call him like, hey, is there any way that I can refuse this still? And, because I opened the box. No, I can't. So I'm like, shit. And so he's like, but I'll put in a complaint with UPS and tell them what happened. And I'm like, thanks. So I immediately called Amazon. My computer was frozen, so I had to restart my computer, and then it was like the BIOS won't boot, and I was like, what is happening right now? Like, I just need to get in touch with Amazon. And so I get my computer rebooted. I get the whole like call system up. Customer service gets on the phone. And I'm just like, hi. So I need you guys to take me on my word here. I just received a $1,400 coffee. Or soy milk. Or soy replacement meal. I don't even know what the hell this is. I'm just going to call it coffee or soy milk from now on. So if I say that, that's what it is. And I'm just like, so I just got 2 bottles of soy milk for $1,400 and there's no lens in the box. And they're like, so what you're saying is you ordered a lens and there was soy milk in the box. I'm like, yes. They're like, okay. And the lens was there? I was like, no, the lens wasn't there. There was just soy milk in the box. I was like, there were stickers all over the box. This doesn't happen with Sony cameras. Like, they never have stickers. Like, someone is obviously pulling a fucking bait and switch here. It's a scam. Like, what? Help. Help. Please help. Help. And so they're like, okay, well, let me transfer to the business department because I have a business prime. And I'm like, okay, fine. So that, like, 5-minute wait was like, stomach was just, like, churning. I was like, what is happening? I finally like bit the bullet and bought this lens and like said, all right, I justified it in my head. You know, like if you ever make a big purchase, you have to justify that purchase in your head. And so like you are waiting to that last minute where it is in your possession. There's no point of return. You're like, okay, money is gone. Item is in my hands. So I'm just having a little freak out because money is gone. Soy milk is in my hands. I know, it's a little funny. So the business prime gets on the phone and she's like, so I heard that you got some soy milk in your lens box. We're gonna go ahead and refund that for you. And I was like, cool. I was like, thank you very much. They're like, yeah, no problem. And I was like, but I still need the lens. Like I was supposed to have a job tomorrow and I needed that lens. That's why I ordered it in the timely manner that I ordered it. And I ordered it with, you know, overnight, blah, blah, blah. And so now what do I do? And they were like, well, just make another order and we will help you with that to get the shipping right. And I was like, well, that's cool. It's really nice of them. But all this time in the back of my mind, you know, you read these horror stories about people that get banned off of Amazon, and Amazon is such a huge company at this point. I don't think you maybe realize how ingrained Amazon is into your daily life. It's not just Amazon, like the store. It's Amazon, your Alexa. It's Amazon, the cloud services. It's Amazon, your the Kindle. I mean, it's Amazon, your movies. It's Amazon, they are deep in the system. So when you read like these horror stories of people getting banned off Amazon for like returning items for legitimate reasons, you're just like, oh shit, like some fucking asshole decided it was a great idea to put fucking soy milk in a $1,400 camera box, return it, and get a free fucking lens because he's a douchebag, or she, whatever. And gender equality, what's up? Hashtag me too. All right, anyway, wait, that's not right. That's not the right usage of that. We're not gonna put, cut. Anyway, so I'm like in the back of my mind, I'm going, fuck, like they're gonna, how do they not know I'm not lying? Why are they taking me on my word? I could have gotten a lens and be like, hey, I didn't get the lens. I was like, do you guys want pictures? Like I took pictures, I documented it, like, and I'm thinking to myself, well, anybody could fucking take pictures, like anybody could document this after they open the box, like it's a no-brainer. But I mean, like this box has so many markings on it that obviously, you know, I didn't do. You know, like I didn't make these fucking stickers for hunts, and I didn't put this little sticker here to make sure that, you know, when you open it, it shows that, you know, it was opened. Which, by the way, once again, Sony doesn't have these stickers, so I was like, what the fuck is happening? And so I get in touch with, so they you know, they do the whole process. We order another one. They knock off shipping, but it's not going to be here, you know, for another couple days, and I'm screwed. So I had to go rent the lens anyway. Unfortunately, not on this camera. I would have recorded it with the new lens, but oh well. So I am now at the point where I'm livid. I'm livid. I already finished my conversation with Amazon. They refunded me. no questions asked. But I'm just like thinking in my head, holy shit, like, how do I prove to Amazon that I didn't do this? I'm sitting here, the person that actually lost the money, having to contact Amazon for fraud, making me look like the prime fucking suspect, even though I know it's a little conspiracy and like a little bit like, you know, OCD, but like, if you think about it, the person that got away with it, they didn't have to call Amazon and say, hey, I need my $1,400 back. They just returned it and said it was the camera. So I'm sitting here with someone else's stolen shit, and I'm having to report it. And no matter what you say, it makes you look bad. Like, it's just, there's no good way around what is happening here in this situation. So I'm just like, I'm going through worst case scenarios in my head. And so now I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I ordered from Hunt's Photo and Video. I know them. They're a good company. Or so I thought until this happened. So me being Mr. Social Media, I was like, you know what? Like, they need to know about this. I went on Yelp, Google reviews, Facebook reviews, Better Business Bureau, you name it. I went on it, and I started posting. I posted pictures. I wanted a paper trail of exactly what had happened, so that if Amazon one day goes, "Ooh, Tristan bullshitted us because he actually put that soy milk in there," like, who the fuck comes up with this? Like, why would I call Amazon and be like, hey, excuse me, Amazon, I ordered this $1,400 lens, but I got soy milk. Like, that's a story that just doesn't roll off the tongue. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not something that just happens. So I don't even know what to do. So I'm like keyboard warrior. You know, I'm like Hunt's Video and Photo, like their fucking stickers. Someone in their company is selling these things. Because look at this. Look at these stickers. Like, it looks fucking legit to me, right? Like, they put their stickers all over it to close the box. And then they put this little sealy thing on it. And I was just like, how could this not be Hunt's? So I'm like, well, someone in Hunt's needs to be fired, because they're obviously pulling a scam where they're taking the stuff out of the box and then sending it to Amazon to be shipped. And that's fucked up. So I wanted them to know. So I actually Googled the CEO, Richard Zhiyun. I hope I'm not getting that wrong. And I also found their marketing guy, Chris Bordeaux, and I sent them an email. And I was like, this is what happened. Here's photos. Because Amazon was like, we don't need photos. We don't need photos. I was like, why don't you need photos? I'm like, let me prove my innocence, goddammit. Like, I wanna send you photos. I want you to have the photos. I want that on your records, so that if I make a large ticket purchase in the future and some bullshit like this happens again, you're not like, oh, it's that guy again. Fuck you. You're out of $1,400. No thanks. Like, So I email them because I'm like, you know, they're the company that I bought from. It's just being fulfilled by, you know, Amazon Prime. So I was like, maybe they know what's going on, or they need to know what's going on, that someone in their office is totally screwing them and all of the, you know, all the customers. Yeah. So I'm just, you know, at this point I'm just like, I'm just happy Amazon refunded it, because that was a lot of money. You know, I had placed the second order, and I was just sitting there like, what the hell? And I was going to other camera shops because I had to figure out how to rent the lens. I needed the lens, so this screwed me out of a day of work. So I sent the emails. I found the CEO's email. I found the marketing guy's email, and I sent the emails. So 5 minutes later, I literally get an email back from Richard, the CEO, or the the EVP. So I get from Richard. He goes, Tristan, we will be investigating this with Amazon. We do not place stickers of any kind on products we ship to Amazon for any other intent. This clearly represents fraud somewhere along the chain of possession after leaving our warehouse. That was like amazing, first of all, because it was within 5 minutes. This guy, literally the next email said, I will get back to you, I'm on a plane. Like, he took the time to actually email me while he was getting on a fucking plane to tell me, dude, it's cool, it's not your fault, we understand. And then he linked on the marketing guy, Chris, and Chris was fantastic. Chris, he asked me for photos. Thank you someone for asking me for fucking proof. And he was like, can you send me photos of all the sides of the boxes? I was like, absolutely. I'm like, I'm a fucking photographer. I'm gonna light it. I'm gonna put like backlighting. I'm gonna add some ring lighting, rim lighting, and I'm just gonna make this thing look amazing. So I take these amazing photos on my iPhone of the box, and I send it off to him. And I was like, I hope this helps you. Like, I literally thought someone, you know, if anything, you'll know that someone in your company is scamming people. And he got back to me like immediately. He was like, well, we figured out what happened. And I was like, what? How did you do that? He's like, well, by looking at that, we can see the UPC code or whatever code on the box where this item was actually returned, purchased from Amazon once before, and returned to Amazon. So herein lies the real shit part here from Amazon. Amazon sent me a used lens, $1,400 lens marked as new because it was bought and returned. Bought and returned with some fucking soy milk, but it was bought and returned. So it wasn't actually new. So Amazon was scamming me. So I'm getting scammed on every fucking angle. I'm like, what the? Ooh. I'm like, okay, Tristan, calm down. Calm down. You can always just go to B&H, pay the crazy tax, and just have peace of mind. You can go to B&H, pay the crazy tax, have peace of mind. And I was like, no, this is bullshit. Like, so I'm talking to him, and in that email, he like drops the line of, and now that we've established that, maybe you could take away some of your reviews on the Google. And I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh man, I like really went off on these guys. I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, now knowing what you've told me, yes, absolutely. I went immediately and I changed my reviews. I mean, I still update. I did like 4 stars because I was like, you know, still the shit that I had to go through and the stomach dropping feeling of finding an empty box on a purchase this high, you know, that's that hurts. And so I was just like, you know, Amazon is representing your company at this point, and they're making you look bad, and that sucks. But it's, you know, that's not my choice. That's your choice as a company to work with Amazon, even though they're literally making you look like a shit company right now. I left it at that, and I said, you know, thank you so much. And, you know, I did want to order the lens again because it was going to take forever for it to get to me from the second order I placed. And I have the rental set up, so it's fine. I'll get that later today, and I'll be fine for the shoot. But you know, it's money out of my pocket. It's no longer I didn't save money by going to Amazon anymore. If anything, I got fucking heartburn, and I gotta go to the doctor and get, you know, heartburn medication. All right, it's not that bad. Okay, fast forward a little bit after I like called my mom, because you know me and my mom are close. I'm Italian, you know. So I was like, Mom, here's the story. She's laughing, and I'm like, stop laughing at me. And then she has my stepdad call me, and he's like, so I heard you bought some soy milk. And I'm like, God damn it, Mom, this is not funny. And so I mean at that point we were even like at the point of going, we were looking at it, and we were like, well, I mean I paid $1,400 for this, so I wonder if it's still good. Nope. Expires October 23rd, 2017. So the fucker couldn't even give me some Soylent, soy milk, coffeeist, whatever the fuck that I could even use. Not that I would drink it, because the motherfucker probably poisoned it. Who knows? I don't know. Like, what the fuck? I didn't order soy milk. And I especially didn't order a year-old soy milk, okay? Like, if I was going to order soy milk, I'd go to, like, Amazon Whole Foods. See? I'm telling you, they are integrated into everything. So at this point, I'm just like, I'm worked up. I'm just, as you could probably tell. And so I decide, you know what? Bedtime. It is bedtime. Going to bed. Going to bed. I'm done with today. I'm done. I'm like, I don't even know how to feel about this. Amazon, while yes, they did refund me immediately, I feel like they're going to come back at me tomorrow and be like, your fucking account is banned. Have you ever heard those stories about people getting their accounts banned for doing returns on legitimate returns? Like, it's crazy to me. I don't know if they're just like fluff pieces and like these people were doing crazy things. But I return items because their policy says you have 30 days to return an item. So if I'm using an item and all of a sudden within the 30 days it starts to malfunction, yeah, I'm going to return it because your policy says I can return it. But apparently their policy also takes into consideration, well, is this person good for my company? I don't know. I don't know what the truth is to that. I don't know how it works, but you read enough horror stories, it's basically like if you look up anything medical on the internet, you go down a really dark hole. I did that with the Amazon like return policy one time, and man, I went down that dark hole, and now I'm just like scared shitless every time I have to return something. So that aside, I was like, all right, bedtime. So I'm sleeping, and I get a call this morning, and it is Chris from Hunt's Photo and Video. Not Amazon, but Chris directly from Hunt's. And he goes to me, he says, hey, I am really, really sorry about everything that's happened. Like, I can't even imagine what that felt like to open up a package like that and to see what you saw. Like that, we are not about that. We don't put stickers on it. Everything that you sent us in the photos was extremely helpful. We did our research, and we were able to figure out, you know, where it was and that it was bought and shipped prior to it being shipped to you once before. So apparently on one of these photos, there's a UPC code somewhere here. What, you know, you can even see like there's a piece of tape. There's a piece of tape covering this UPC code. Like whoever did this put a lot of time and effort into doing this. Like they knew what they were doing. They knew what to cover, what not to cover. So I don't know if Amazon did these or if the guy that was scamming did these, but whatever it is, they were able to figure out that this was indeed an already purchased lens. So I also sent a giant email to Amazon. So I sent this email to Amazon. I said, I just wanted to follow up on today's misadventure. As you know, I received an item that was supposed to be new $1,400 lens. Not only was this item previously purchased and returned to Amazon before I received it, which in and of itself is really disconcerting, but the item was swapped for 2 bottles of soy milk to weigh the same. Oh yeah, the person who did this, I weighed the 2 bottles of soy milk on my scale. It is the exact same weight as the shipping listed on Amazon.com. So whoever did this knows what they're doing. So I uploaded all the images in the email, and I was like, I put them on Imager, and I was like, here's all the images to the bullshit, because I want you to have these images. It's like, I don't know why you wouldn't take them in the first place. So I told them I spoke with the company Hunt's Photo and Video, which was shipping via Amazon, and they looked over the package and determined it had been purchased before and then returned. The actual CEO of the company emailed me personally to apologize, and it was much appreciated, or the EVP. As you can imagine, when ordering an item of this price, you expect certain things. An item listed as new to actually be new and never purchased before and then returned. An item to include the contents of the package, not soy milk or coffee or whatever the fuck this is. There were so many telltale signs Amazon could have done to avoid this situation. A. Sony does not put stickers to seal its boxes. This one was covered in fake stickers that the company itself told me were fake. And they never put stickers on boxes nor sealed them just the way Sony lenses should be. I said I purchased a few of these on Amazon before, and to cover up the fact that they swapped out the lenses for the soy milk, they put stickers so you guys wouldn't open it. B. Selling me a returned item, therefore not actually selling me what was listed as a new item, which would have avoided this in the first place. You get it? C. Checking a package before shipping it out. Although this could have been avoided by selling me a new item in the first place and not selling me the other item. Just saying again. Look, I've ordered a second lens that will be fulfilled by Amazon, and I now feel obligated to record the opening of my boxes. In case this were to happen again, I'm worried, A, will my item actually be new or will it be a return? B, will the item actually be in the box? C, have I been marked for claiming such a thing on such an expensive item? You know, when you open a box and it has a $1,400 item literally missing and replaced by 2 bottles of soy milk, your stomach drops. Like, you start to freak out, then you realize, well, now I have to call Amazon and hope to God they believe me, and I'm not trying to run some scam. But putting it into perspective, I was put into a precarious situation by not actually being sold an item that I was told was new, but it was actually returned. All in all this left a really sour taste in my mouth and a long, hectic, stressful day of trying to get the item which I needed for a photo shoot tomorrow at a rental shop, costing me more money and headache than necessary, as well as contacting the company that sells it to make sure they confirm with Amazon that the package itself was swapped prior to it arriving at my home, and contacting UPS to report the fraud. I do a lot of business with Amazon, and this is the first time something like this has happened. Sure, I've had experiences with weird delivery missteps, like someone leaving something outside of my New York City apartment, like on the stoop, not even in the doorway, and taking a picture of it. Like, that was some crazy shit. Like, I have some crazy Amazon stories, but that's not what we're talking about. But a $1,400 lens actually missing from the package and being marked as new, when in fact confirmed by the company Hunts Photo and Video themselves, it was purchased and returned, it no longer is new, is just upsetting. It was just upsetting at that point. Vindicating for sure, because now I know there is a paper trail to show I did not claim this as not in the box, but it was actually not in the box. That's the most important part to me here, is that they know that I didn't do this. I don't know how you could make up a story like this. Like, this is a pretty in-depth story. Don't get me wrong, I'm extremely grateful that you were able to refund me so quickly, but then I feel like my account gets marked, blah, 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 you know, and then I have to have a minor panic attack that I lost a metric ton of cash in case this ever happens again. All in all, I enjoy Amazon business and my company loves using it, but this experience has tainted the feeling quite a bit. I just wanted to let you know my thoughts on today and make sure the reorder I placed will actually be a new item and not a return. This is my livelihood in photography, and I cannot be worried about this happening again. It's crazy to me that they would sell me a used item and mark it as new. Like, I've seen used items on Amazon where it's like mint condition or, you know, open box or something like that. Why didn't they just do it like that? No, they literally were, that was a scam on two sides. Amazon and whoever fucking did this. So, back to my phone call this morning. Chris is on the phone and he is just so apologetic and so kind, and he's telling me about the process that he goes through with Amazon. He's filling me in about things I didn't even know how this stuff worked. Like, you know, once they send it to Amazon, you know, they don't even have the ability to, they've tried to tell them, hey, don't send out items that are returned as new, and they don't have a system in place for that. So there's like no way to avoid something like this. But the amazing part of this phone call is that he literally says, I have your lens in my hand and I have checked it. It is ready to go. It is brand new. Would you like me to ship it? And I will give you a discount. And I was like, what? That's awesome. Like, thanks. He even let me look up the serial number on the recall site, because this lens had a recall at one point before it was really made perfect. This is a really good lens, and so I wanted to check that, and so he let me check that on the website, which was just awesome. It was like above and beyond. And on top of that, he was like, look, I can either A, ship it out to you and have it to you tomorrow morning, or B, I'll take $100 off. And I was just like, wow. Like, at this point, I realized it wasn't their fault. This was definitely on Amazon, and yet they were still willing to work with me on, you know, a little bit of a like a, you know, here you go, thank you, you know, sorry for the trouble type of thing. And that was really cool. I really appreciated that. I did end up ordering it from them, and to be honest, I probably will order from them more, because the experience of working with them versus working with Amazon is that you can actually talk to them, call them, they know about the products and stuff, and you know, they can check and see if these items are good, new, and all that stuff. And yeah, so it was really nice to talk to him, and he dealt with me telling him the whole story, and just you know, he explained the stickers on the sides and everything, and he was listening to me rant a little bit as well. He actually was the one that suggested I make a video, so here I am, Chris, making a video. It's just crazy to me that this whole thing happened. I mean, like, seriously, it's freaking soy milk. You can fuck. Now it's dripping up. Oh my god. Like, serious? Oh, awesome. So now I have $1,400 soy milk on my pants, because obviously no one at Amazon thought to shake the box a little bit. Son of a bitch, it's still on me, but I washed it. That is the winner of the day. That just tops everything. The soy milk is now on my pants, on my hands. I mean, it smells good, but come on. Seriously, like if I just shook it like that and some soy milk came out, like what? How did Amazon not figure out that that was liquid and not a physical lens? It blows my mind. It blows my mind. But yeah, ultimately I did order with Hunt's Photo and Video. I went and revised my my 4-star rating to 5 stars because the customer service was absolutely out of this world. It was fantastic. They really went above and beyond. The call this morning was so nice. He was just such a kind person, and he was really very understanding of the situation. And he himself was kind of fed up with the way that Amazon, you know, is not doing quality control lately, and that sucks because, you know, it represents their company, you know. But if you actually talk to their company and the people that work at their company, they're amazing. So the convenience of that prime shipping here, not so convenient after all. I don't really have like an anecdotal, you know, moral of the story here. I guess it's more about, you know, I just kind of wanted to share this crazy story with you guys. Because it's so out there. Like who gets, I just didn't think I would ever be one of the people that got the bait and switch item from Amazon. And you know, I make a lot of purchases from them, and this is definitely a first. So yeah, I'm still a little like ugh about it, but I'm more laughing at it now because luckily, you know, everything was resolved. The money was resolved, and at the end of the day, yes, it's a lot of money, but at the same time, it's like, you know, don't sweat the little things. Like you gotta live life. Okay, so maybe it was a little anecdotal, whatever. But for me, it was nice to at least have learned more about Hunt's Photo and Video, because I'm telling you, man, that's the place I'm going for my lens and camera purchases in the future. Hopefully I don't have to make too many more in the future. These are getting expensive. But it's the difference between Amazon being this all big being and Hunt's and Video being, you know, a smaller chain. And the personalization and the attention to detail and quality control. So it's shitty. What a few days. Yeah, so I don't know. I guess I would suggest recording you opening your boxes if they're high value items from Amazon. You have a phone, just, you know, it's gonna be stupid, but record opening it from UPS and make sure that you actually get the item you're supposed to get, because what happens if they don't believe you? What happens if you don't have an amazing soy milk story? You know? What the fuck? Anyway, I just wanted to say thank you very much to Chris at Hunt's and Richard for getting back to me so soon and on an airplane. That was awesome. And Amazon, I got nothing to say to you right now. You're still on my shit list. So get your shit together. You're a nice service, but this is a foul taste in the mouth, let me tell you. Especially for an item like this. Especially when, if the lens had actually come, there is a chance that it would have been used and I may not have known. Therefore, I'm not really getting a new item, so why the hell am I paying full price? Sucks. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. I honestly, I have nothing else. It's just this, what a mess. Okay, bye.